Hello, Hey family. This is Dr. Ray, and I hope everyone is enjoying this beautiful Riyadh winter. Today, I want to talk to you about the after school program. As many of you are aware, we started the after school program last week. Unfortunately, we did not get the response that we were expecting. So, in response, I talked and had many conversations with parents. And I took and I compiled all of the data I received from the parents that I spoke with, and I made several changes to the after school program. Some of the changes are related to price, and some of the changes are related to programming and services such as transportation. Please take a look at the PDF that we sent. It is a new brochure that has very detailed and concise information about the programming and the logistics of the after school program. So please take a look at that. If you still have questions, which I don't think you will, but you may, you can always give me a call at 054 0039 777. Now, I want to go into a brief kind of talk about the purpose of an after school program, because I think some of us really don't understand what the purpose of an after school program is. The purpose of an after school program is to enrich the whole student, and it must be completely different than the day school experience. A student should not feel like they're in school or in class when they're in the after school program. It should be a different experience. So I'm getting many parents asking me about outcomes and assessments and how do we know that the student is learning. Well, when you think about after school and when you're considering after school, look at it as an enrichment to the whole person. So we're not going for specific outcomes. We're looking at how it develops the whole person as a vision, as a holistic piece on where we want the student to be. This is why we have programs like leadership in the Pathfinders program, in the English enrichment, in drama, in Zumba, in gymnastics. We're doing all this to enhance the whole person, the whole learner, because ultimately what we want to do is create lifelong learners. We do not want this to be a very concrete experience where there are objectives and outcomes and assessments and the students feel as if they're in school. So I just want everyone to know that this is a self-referential experience, and we're looking to provide high quality during this after school program. Now, we and the expectations I've set with the teachers and the vendors and the instructors is that there should be some type of event or project that demonstrates what this student has experienced. Not what they have learned per se, but what they have experienced. Where the student can use higher order thinking skills and higher order skills to demonstrate and communicate what they have experienced. Whether that be a play in the drama club, or creating a robot, or being able to articulate and communicate verbally or in the written format how they felt about the program. Give a critical analysis that is age appropriate about their experiences in the after school program. These are what we're looking for. We're looking for the entire person, a person who will be able to meet the demands and the challenges of the second half of the 21st century. And this is why we titled the after school program STREAM: Science, Technology, Reading, Engineering, Arts, and Music. If you notice, we also have a little subtitle that says a kaleidoscope of possibilities. And if has anyone ever looked through a kaleidoscope and you turn it, there's all the colors and all the patterns, and they represent possibility. So when we are representing possibility, we don't want to be rigid, and we don't want to deal with too many outcomes and too many rules and standards. This is a vision-based after-school program where we look at the students' wants, needs, and expectations, and we challenge them to apply, to transfer what they're learning to their intrinsic selves. And hopefully this is what we're ultimately doing in the day school program. Hopefully you enroll your child in HEI schools to experience something different, something that will prepare them for the demands of the second half of the 21st century, for the knowledge-based economy. Your children right now are Generation Alpha, and Generation Alpha has to deal with problems that we would never conceive of at their age, and that we will not have to deal with as they move into the knowledge-based economy, as they will be the sole actors within the knowledge-based economy. Also, we have to consider that Generation Alpha are the true digital natives. They're the true digital natives. So the way they will deal with technology is different than the way we would ever conceive of dealing with technology as a Generation Xer for myself. And some of you may be millennials and Zers. We may even have some baby boomers with our wise parents, our grandparents, our wise ones. So it's very important that as we engage Generation Alpha, that we are not rigid with them. This is why now, in 21st century learning, we deal with student-centered learning. Student-centered. Everything does not have to be rigid, does not have to be compartmentalized. Yes, we take assessments, students take assessments, but the assessments should be a data tool that tells the educators what they need to do to adjust their teaching. It tells us very little about what the student has learned, because most assessments could never truly tell you what the student has learned, because what the student has learned will always transcend a test. So this is my explanation. I can go on and on about this stuff. I'm compassionate about it. For those who don't know, I am your academic manager for both Nargis and Almaga. I'm leading the academic efforts. We're making some major changes that I'm extremely excited about it in the academic department, and I'm excited to work with everyone. We have the parent council coming up in both schools shortly. We have the student council. We have the wellness committee for the teachers. I'm excited about the direction of HEI schools, and I hope you are excited with me. So we look forward to seeing your young people in our after-school program. Let's get those numbers up so we can provide some amazing enrichment for your learner. Remember, the key is preparing your young person for the demands of the second half of the 21st century, a kaleidoscope of possibilities. Have a wonderful weekend. This is Dr. Ray signing out.